Nashville.
I must be honest, Stax Records was my first recollections of the state of Tennessee back in my younger days of partying. Beautiful music coming out of Memphis, a soulful sound of the South. Then the tragic mind-spinning assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King on the balcony of the Lorraine Motel on the first week of April 1968, a shattering moment for the USA. Over time, the name of the state faded out of my mind till the former Houston Oilers NFL team adopted it as its new home, becoming the Titans. Then out of nowhere, on the first week of April 2023, an historical event takes place in New York. Never before had a former U.S. president been accused of a crime. Devastating news in itself. And just prior to that, a horrendous madness takes place in a school in the state of Tennessee. The easily acquired military weapon is once again utilized in a great school to blast children into oblivion to be unrecognizable, annihilating the emotion of love in our hearts. As the Holy Week moved forward, I began to pay attention to news from the state's legislative house, discussion and laws concerning the availability of these arms to the citizenry. And abruptly, a trinity, a female and two brilliant pillars of justice, declared their mission to the world as they were removed from their square. I was mesmerized by their articulation and position on the historical and geographical compass of humanity at that exact moment. They were messengers from the zone of reality and clarity, and affirmed to me what Dr. King had stated in 1968. I may not get there with you, but rest assured that they will arrive. As my interests peaked strongly into Tennessee, these two legislative brothers, Justin Jones and Justin Pearson, opened the doors to their hearts and their state, and I began to notice the historical implications far beyond what I imagined. An opposition state to the Union during the Civil War, with strong tendencies to divide up humanity by crayon colors, to pursue imagined thoughts of unjustified rulership, originating from the hooded days and hidden identity. Which brings me to a very interesting personality relation to my land of birth. He was born in Tennessee with the name of William Walker on May 8, 1824. He was a physician, lawyer, journalist, and mercenary in the era of the expansion of the United States, driven by the doctrine of manifest destiny. He ruled in parts of Mexico to eventually reach closer to Costa Rica into Nicaragua, where he declared himself president in July of 1856 and expanded the plantation system of the South there, enslaving the population by terrorizing, controlling, and forcing its citizens to labor in the cotton fields. His desire was to expand the plantation culture into all of Central America. While in a leadership position, he committed two fatal errors that sealed his fate. He antagonized Wall Street tycoon Cornelius Vanderbilt, who at the time was the second or third richest man on the planet, a descendant of melanated Berbers of North Africa, expropriating his accessory transit company, which operated moving people and gold between New York and San Francisco during the gold rush through Nicaragua, and his attempted takeover of Costa Rica, where he was turned back by the valiant troops and national hero Juan Santamaria. Vanderbilt, who had contacted the president of Costa Rica and sent special agents to assist in the eventual capture by the unified Central American forces, William Walker, where he was handed over to Honduran officials and was tried and sentenced to death on September 12, 1860. I find it intriguing that Vanderbilt, a northerner would later on donate a large sum of money for the creation of Vanderbilt University in Tennessee. We find a current stirring of events within the state that is bringing past ideological beliefs to the forefront to face imminent reformation that will allow for a more inclusive national society moving forward. That, to me, will eventually be the summation of the state's mystified history. Blessings and much peace.
Subscribe and support our channel. elticoworldwide.com. ETV